Welcome back to It's Life Loudly.
Where life is messy, imperfect, and worth sharing.
We're Dalton and Kristen Steichen, and we are excited to share stories and our experiences.
Ones that might inspire, motivate, and hopefully make you laugh.
We are not experts on this thing called life.
We're just here chatting about it.
It's
Life Loudly.
Hey, welcome back and Happy New Year.
Hello. It's 2026.
And we're here. Can you believe that?
I believe it.
I just didn't think that this day would ever come for us to get back on here
I did.
and get life rolling again. It's been a hot minute. I hope that everybody had a fabulous Christmas and had some time to break and chill and be with family and do the things.
We didn't really have much time to chill.
No, we did not have much time to chill. We're actually going to recap our Christmas break / vacation and all that next time. We're not doing that this time.
Well, I'm going to have it all forgotten by then.
No. Of course you won't. But since it is our first episode of the new year, we are going to recap 2025. But first we got to start off with some joys and hearts.
Yes.
So do you want to go? I know what your heart is. I could say your joy and your heart right now.
Well, maybe you should, because I don't know if I know it.
Dalton's heart this week is that he has not been able to breathe
Oh, yeah.
out of his left nostril.
No, it's been left. It's just all been a pain.
It's all been a pain, huh?
But for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. And
And it made vacation not as fun.
Yeah, it was before Christmas, so we're like pushing like week 3.
Yep.
At least.
I said 3 weeks.
Yeah. And so
it's starting to get better.
Yeah, thinking sinus infection.
Yep.
So it's been annoying hearing him try to breathe, and not that it's annoying. It has been an inconvenience for you to try to.
I feel like I was the annoying guy on the plane.
Yes, probably. Well, I mean, compared to other people, no, but
true.
I understand why you would feel that way. And your joy is
being home.
Yeah. Being home from all of the vacation and all of the crazy and being with your cows and going fishing. Did I get it right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, now you try me.
Oh, jeez.
What's my hard? Oh, honey, you know what this is. What's my low for the week?
Laundry.
Come on.
I'm not right?
No, you've been talking about it. You've talked about it several times since we've gotten home. What am I clearly upset about?
Not being home. No?
Steichen. I'm going to say it and you're going to be like,
what do you mean? What are you mad about?
Yeah. What am I mad about? Are you heading to bed? Okay. Yeah. If you're going to read for a little bit, you should read out in the living room. So you don't wake your brother. We are doing podcasts. What's your joy?
That we're home?
Yeah. Her joy is that we're home. And that we didn't get stuck in another country. Yeah. What was your favorite part about Christmas?
The gifts.
The gifts? What was your favorite gift that you got? The alarm clock. New alarm clock for the apartment. Hiya.
That I unplugged.
Okay. We'll say goodnight when we're done. But you might be sleeping by then. Love you.
No, I don't know what it is.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
Low?
Yes. The thing that ruined pretty much the whole vacation coming home process.
Coming home? Oh, the blizzard? What?
I lost my Kindle.
Oh, that.
I left my Kindle on the plane.
Yeah, you were upset about that.
Yeah, I was terribly, and I still am. Ugh. Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, I don't, because I don't read.
Ugh.
I imagine it'd be like me leaving my phone.
and I was halfway through a book, and I had it set to airplane mode, so like the book technically isn't even in my possession anymore. It was just on airplane mode, so it was just saved on that device, and now I don't have that device, and I knew it right when I got off the plane. I should have checked, and I should have taken it out and been like, I can't find my Kindle. And I should have asked somebody to go back on the plane because it was through customs. Everyone's like, well, why didn't you just go back to the gate? Because we went through customs at that point. And yeah. That was probably the stinkiest part. There was other things that were probably hard.
And your joy is probably sun.
My joy was, yeah, that sunshine felt really good that last day.
Yeah, that was a day.
And I'm glad that all of the logistics worked out in our favor because we had, and like I said, we'll hash this out, but we had some travel issues getting there, and there was some worldly events that caused it to be a problem to be in an airport and just, all that stuff. But so today we are going to recap our 2025. How do you feel about New Year's resolutions?
Not great, because I think they're just created to be broken.
Yeah. We're more of like, in July, we pick words of the year that we like focus on, and then like have specific tasks that like go with that word that like we want to like in the next year we want to do more of or do less of, or we want to like learn a new hobby or do something with a group of friends or go on a trip or
be less grumpy.
Right. Like we have goals rather than resolutions.
You need to work on your grumpiness.
Do I? And so we don't really do New Year's resolutions. We do more of like New Year's reflections, like what kind of things did we get done this last year? So what we're going to do is I want you to open your phone.
Okay.
And I want you to go to your photo gallery.
I like phones.
And I want you to scroll back all the way to January 2025. And we're just going to hash out some of the things that we've done.
That's 2024.
You went back a whole extra year?
No, I got you don't do the whole grab the sidebar and scroll thing?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes on accident. So we started the year off by going to a friend's house for a little New Year's Eve party.
I have
which was really fun.
A video of you opening a gate for me in sweatpants and tennis shoes. Slip-ons. That's a picture.
On January 1st?
Yep.
That is a picture. That's funny.
Yep.
And then following that, I have lots of fishing.
I got some fishing. I have a picture of Ebby.
And do you think that was our
lots of fishing.
Son's first fish in there, probably?
Yeah,
some of those good things. Yeah. One thing exciting that happened is our youngest started doing some like little preschool. He had a little mini preschool class with just like him and another friend at her mom's house. And so he was super proud about that and excited about that, and kind of exciting to like see him start like learning things. And that January we spent a lot of time at the gym because both of our girls were going to be in a free throw competition. Yeah, we went to the community gym a lot
I don't have pictures of that.
In January of them practicing that, and I got lots more pictures of
Honestly,
fish.
all January for me is fishing.
Really?
Yeah.
And then I have some pictures of us in our first townhouse.
Apparently, I bought a feed wagon in January.
Hey, there you go. We have some pictures of our first townhouse of us like practicing. That was probably a big thing for 2025, is us like learning and navigating this double living situation.
Oh yeah.
But that was probably like a big deal. And then of course we have the normal. They had some concerts and some friend stuff and some class stuff and, all that kind of thing. One of the exciting things was our nephew who had been
Yep.
in the hospital quite a bit last December. Kind of some photos of him once he's home and got to do that kind of thing. So that was really exciting that we
I must have been
got to watch
struggling
that.
with something.
Got to watch that journey.
Oh, this was in February. I'm jumping ahead.
Oh yeah, don't jump ahead
We'll
on
get
us.
there.
Well, speaking of February, I guess I'm up on February too. If you are in our area, every February we participate in what's called Night to Shine, which is a dance slash like a prom almost for people with mental and physical disabilities. And so we host that, and we need buddies, we need kitchen staff, we need, hosts and tons of different jobs. So if you are in our area and you want more information on that, that is something we do. It's always the Friday before Valentine's Day every year. And so I have quite a bit about that in my records of something that we do.
Here's a video of Ben getting his first haircut at Sports Clips.
Oh, finally.
That was in
That was a
2025.
struggle. Wow, let's call that a win for 2025.
Yeah,
So
he does that good now.
Since he was little, going to get his hair cut, like I can cut a little bit, but I need somebody else has got to do it. It's kind of like it's really hard to teach your own kids certain things, or do like you might be really good at something, but then you try to like teach it or show it or do it with one of your kids, and it's like, whoa, this is a totally different ballgame. That is cutting hair.
Yep.
And he screamed and cried and screamed and cried for 3 years about getting his hair cut, mostly because he does not like the feeling of the hair like on his neck, like that scratchiness feeling.
Who does?
But yeah, oofta. Then in February, we went on a date to a movie. Would that have been the new Captain America?
I don't have that. Maybe.
And then we've got cute Valentine's things, and every year we try to go on a ski trip, snowboard trip. So that's one of our highlights for 2025 is we were in like Terry Peak, Deadwood area, doing that with our kids. So it's fun now that we have kids old enough that all we have to do is provide the
February 20th.
February 20th. All we have to do is provide the skis and boards, and we just say, "Hey, now go," and they've gotten really good at it.
You don't have to read this word for word, but I have for some reason I saved this, and it must have been for a reason at that time.
Dalton's patience was low.
Apparently.
It's a picture of a very small Ziploc bag, and it says,
This
apparently this is where I store my patience, because it's small. But anyway, if you have trips that you do every year, like with your family and stuff, that's awesome. So we are not going to South Dakota this year, but we will be spending more time up at the Botno Winter Park, hopefully. And then lots more videos of the free throw competitions. It was like, I don't think it was well advertised last year, so our girls ended up being the only ones in their age division that showed up, so they actually made it pretty far, and one of them even made it to state, so that was kind of fun to watch. And then, of course, one of Dalton's favorite activities of the year.
Oh, gosh.
Our kids they participate in Awana program, which is a great like Wednesday night church.
I do have videos of this.
Church group and whatever, and one of the things is every year a certain age group makes boats and a certain age group makes cars, and Dalton is just not a craftsman.
Nope.
Dalton does not do carpentry. Dalton does not do
nope.
house projects, tools.
Nope.
None of that stuff. And I just don't know enough about the different tools to like completely do it on my own.
Yep.
But one of our girls won an award for their car this year, so I think that's pretty cool. And then we hit calving.
February 27th, the first calf was born.
Yeah.
A little
I have a
early.
picture February 28th of,
Back in with it.
yeah. So yeah, end of February, the first calf was born. Then I'm kind of guessing all of your photos for the next long while.
No. March 1st, we get a puppy.
Oh, yes. This year we got Shadow.
Yes.
I feel like every time when people ask, this is like the best way to like reflect and review on your year, because I feel like when people ask like, hey, what are some of the biggest things, or what'd you get accomplished, or whatever, you look back and you're like, I don't know, we didn't do anything. But then when you look back month by month and see like, oh, we went on this trip, or we did this thing, and we got a dog.
We get
Like,
a lot of puppies.
I did not realize that. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we added a new member of our little fur family. That's great.
Yes. And
Um,
she is doing much better now these days than she was 2 months ago.
right. And then we get to March and we have a fairly big event. Dalton goes into the hospital.
No. Wasn't that in April?
March.
Well, that was before my birthday.
It was before your
I
birthday.
got a lot of calving pictures before that.
It was before your birthday because you couldn't eat for your birthday.
You're right. I have a lot of calving photos before that. A lot. And videos.
So we talked about it a little
I got
bit.
sick on the 16th.
I don't remember what episode we talked about it, but Dalton had like 3 days of like basically anything he ate just completely ran through him.
Oh, I didn't even have to eat.
Yeah, and it was just constant kind of all day. And I think was it on day 2?
No, I had
3?
Day 4 at
Nope.
home.
Yeah, but I feel like people were trying to encourage you to do something about it before that, and you were kind of just hanging on by a thread.
Well, mind you, this went on for probably 3 days before I told anybody.
It was Campylobacter, which is a bacteria that you can get from all different kinds of things, but like animal feces or bad food, or I don't know. That's a real thing. So for those of you that have cattle and work with animals and things like that, just make sure you're taking precautions.
Yep.
And actually wash your hands.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
And use gloves.
Yeah. So that pretty much was March. We also had kids sports and things like that. We had one kid had an incident of falling down some stairs, so took an ER visit for that. And then normally
That was in 24?
25.
Who?
Our youngest daughter. We went to the ER after volleyball because she fell
Elbow?
down the stairs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Boy, that poor girl went to the ER twice in 24.
We're talking about 2025.
I mean 25. Yeah,
24.
I know.
Gosh, you. Then of course the annual daddy-daughter dance, and our
Where are we at?
we
in April or May or April?
Yeah.
I have a lot of calving stuff. Yeah, daddy-daughter dance. We ate at Hometown Tavern, and we went to the dance. It was pajama party.
Yeah.
Lame.
Yep. The girls love that. That's always a yearly special. And then our littlest guy went to the prom. So there's a bunch of cute pictures of him in his little tux and all of that. And then we hyped up for track season. I like being a sports mom. I really like track. Being able to sit outside and do some stuff. I don't know. It's really cool. So that pretty much brings us to April. And of course, we have the whole Easter thing in there, which is fabulous. Stuff with youth groups. We celebrated Adoption Day. I think it was let me think. No, what is that? Why can't I count?
Becken opened and closed his first cattle gate by himself in April.
6 years? Adoption Day, 6 years? Does that make sense?
Sounds about right.
Is that right? Yeah, I think so. I thought it was like 7 or 8, but I think it's 6. What'd you just say? Opened the first cattle gate by himself?
Open and closed.
That's fun. And then as we approached May, it was like lots of end of the year, had some fun stuff for Mother's Day, finishing up sports, finishing up school. Kids have projects and concerts and all the things. And then in May, you guys had your first non-ice fishing, water fishing. What do they call that? What's normal fishing called? Just fishing?
Fishing.
You guys went fishing.
Open water.
Open water. That's the word I was trying to
On what
think of.
day?
May 17th.
Holy, I'm not even through April.
Oh, what do you got? You got anything else in April you want to share with us?
Well, I started seeding on April 20th, the way it looks.
Really?
That's what it looks like.
Is that early?
Some years.
Some years, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get on to the best of summer. So some of our favorite parts are always our Memorial Day camping trip that we take. We take a Memorial Day and Labor Day camping trip with a ton of friends, and the kids get dirty and smelly and gross, and kids are getting older, so they explore more.
You
Then-
replaced your windshield in April. I have a picture of that.
I don't even remember that.
I do.
I do crack. Oh yeah, cracked it bad.
Yep.
Yeah, I just remember her big pop, and it just went.
So you're in May already? I'm still in. Okay, here's May. Still seeding.
I'm at the end of May. I'm
End of
talking
May.
about Memorial Day.
Beckons passed out in the
graduation.
tractor. And apparently I stayed up till 2:05 in the morning. Planted trees in May.
Why'd you stay up till 2:05 in the morning?
Seeding.
Oh,
We got kittens.
planted the trees?
Yeah, we got kittens.
The famous tree row project that we've talked about.
Me and Beckon
Is-
caught a fish.
I already showed that,
Oh.
or I already talked about that. Are you into May now?
Yeah, I'm in May.
Okay, just didn't want to move on. Did you know in May we clean the pool? That's always a adventure.
Okay.
Scrubbing that pool.
I
I'm glad
finished
we did
seeding
it.
in May.
I'm glad we did it early because it's hard to get you.
And then I
It's
started
hard to get a time
spraying.
where you can actually do it.
I lied. Oh no. Trees got seeded in May. Yes.
Our oldest started her first job making
In
ice cream,
May or
flipping
June?
burgers. May.
Oh,
And then we always start June with a big birthday party.
I was spraying.
Yeah. Had a 5-year-old, so that's really exciting. Birthdays are a pretty big deal. And then we chatted with some friends, or had a dinner with some friends who now live out of the country, and it's when we kind of sparked the idea of our kind of next year's project. Our goal was going to, don't interrupt me,
I'm sorry.
hoping to go to Belgium to visit some friends that are over there. That kind of sparked that idea. So that's something that's still in the works for the next year to come. Hopefully being able to do that.
Didn't I tell you there's a 2-year buffer?
Yeah, you'll get over that in like a week. Okay, what would you like to share now?
Another screenshot of a picture I saved. Maturing in marriage is realizing your husband is not going to get tired of you. He's gotten the same Subway sandwich since he was 10.
You've changed yours though. You
It's basically the same. I've just changed the veggies that go on.
you
it.
add cucumbers now.
I add every vegetable. I say every one of them except green peppers. Put it on.
And eventually, 10 years from now, you'll be putting on green peppers.
Maybe, but it's still the same basic sub. Still chicken bacon ranch.
Chicken bacon ranch. We started a new hobby together. Not that we started. We rekindled a hobby together. Golfing.
Yes.
We got into golfing this summer. Anybody, if you feel like you need to get a hobby or rekindle an old hobby, I suggest you do it. I've really enjoyed golfing.
I've got some skiing videos here
Do you want to know
in
what
the middle of
also
June.
skiing? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
at the
Water
lake.
skiing.
What'd you think? Winter?
Where are we? Where are you at in June?
14th.
Oh, I'm not there yet. Did you know on about June 10th ish is when we started the planning process for this podcast?
No.
So that was kind of exciting. Oh yes, now I got to the lake. Our first big
On
lake
June
trip.
10th, I have our first pre-draft of the yard of our new dream barn yard corral drawing that we
Ooh.
did.
Yeah, that's a big dream that's still in the works. And then of course we get to June and it starts all kinds of camps.
Kitties. I still got kittens. We had kittens in the barn. There's your parents'.
We've got the fair and sporting camps and church camps and
Here I'm spraying and I got stuck on June 19th. And it rained and stormed on June
lots
20th.
of swimming, lots of outdoor.
On
And then
June 20th is the storm that took the tramp.
yeah, because that's when our kid was at camp and that was really scary. That was the one
Yep.
where there was tornadoes all over the state and it was like,
Yep.
In the spring and summer, I'm seeing a lot of videos of I also started my own personal hobby of jumping rope.
Yep.
And my dream is to have a place where I can jump rope indoors at my home someday. Might be continue to be a fun summer hobby.
Yep.
There was another thing that I was gonna say. Oh, and then it gets to my favorite time of the year. The 4th of July.
Yep.
Which is when we do our year review. It's our anniversary, and at this time we knew that we were going to be going on a trip because it was our 10-year anniversary, and so we were planning our trip for them. So now it's kind of fun to say, hey, we just got back from our trip that we were planning so long ago. But yeah, water skiing. It's kind of fun to watch your kids learn and figure out how to do the things that you liked doing, or even watching them be better at you then. Like water sports, winter sports, our kids are going to be way better than we are at those kinds of things. Lots more camps, lots more golf. And then we went on a fun trip in the middle of July to
Yeah, I got to catch up to you. I'm behind.
Oh, sorry. The same people that we went to
I started haying in July.
the Dominican with, we went and visited.
And he was our first
friends.
guest on our podcast.
And our first guest on our podcast. We went and visited Nate and Des in the middle of July at their place. So that was a fun little weekend getaway. And it looks like towards the end of July, I was starting some classroom prep already. And another birthday. We have an 11-year-old. Did some water park fun stuff. Everybody looks very tan, which is fabulous.
Yes.
And then we started the planning process. Well, I don't know if that's really you, but of helping Dalton's family open an Airbnb. So I see the cool logos and paperwork and stuff that we were starting for that. So that was pretty cool. And then at the end of July also is when we got our new camper. And we went and used it for the first time in Bismarck. We were on the way. Did we just randomly get that? Like, hey, we're going to Medora. We
took it home.
We didn't have a whole long turnaround time, though, did we?
What do you mean?
Like from when we got the camper, when we needed to use the camper.
A day or two.
That was it?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of crazy.
Yep. I'm to you. I got pictures of Jay in the hospital.
Yeah. So at the end of July, we stayed in Bismarck one night before going to Medora. I highly suggest that. That was great.
Yeah, that was fun.
Do a little trial run with your camper, but Bismarck campground, fabulous. But yeah, first night of vacation in Medora, and our second one takes a total flip on a bike. And we didn't know it then because there wasn't really anything we could do about it at the time. But after we went and found her, after we went and actually went to the legit place, like the ER can only do so much for you, found out that she had 3 different fractures and breaks and things in 3 different fingers, which started a long process.
Sure did.
Yeah. Yep. But that didn't slow us down. The rest of our trip was still fun. Still did lots of fun things. The kids had their little market at the end of July where they sell some of their products that they make with their grandma. So that was fun. And then, I have some disgusting pictures of Jay's broken fingers after that. And then that brings me to August. I'm always like, gosh, I don't travel enough. But then I'm like looking here and every like other month, somebody's going somewhere. I went to Nashville this year. So I went to
all over.
I went to a lot of places. I went to Nashville. I went to Ohio. I went to the Dominican. We went to Minnesota. This was a good year for travel. Loved it. So I got to meet up with some fun friends.
I started getting trail cam pictures in August.
In Nashville, which is fun to explore a place that I've never explored before. And we enjoyed the last days of summer vacation.
Me and Rihanna made cucumber salad for church group.
Oh.
No, it was a potluck.
And then
while you were
she
gone,
got her legit cast on her fingers and started that process in August. So it took a while for us to figure that whole situation out. And then it's the start of school.
And harvest.
On the same day?
No, we started harvest on the 13th.
Oh, I have a picture of harvest from the 22nd. And I don't have any pictures of us, but at some point in here, we moved into an apartment. Was that in August?
Well, I assume.
Because I have one picture of us leaving there on leaving the apartment for school. So obviously that was thrown in there somewhere. So that was all good. And then, of course, like I said, we do our other annual camping trip. So lots of pictures of that. There was lots of volleyball this year.
Yep.
Lots of bigger sports, for big kids. We got a big kid group now. Trying to teach our youngest how to ride a bike. That,
It's all the fun.
At the beginning of September, I went to Jamestown to watch my really great college friends roommate get a very prestigious award. So that was really fun. And then we ended up back at the lake for one last little cool weather. I shouldn't say
September already.
Yeah, where are you?
I'm still in August looking at harvest photos.
I assume that's probably all you had. Probably in August was harvest photos
and deer.
So how did we make it to the lake in September?
Because we were done.
You were obviously done, and it was cool weather lake. It wasn't hot weather lake. There was no swimming.
What day was that?
September 6th.
Me and Beckon went to Bismarck on the 4th. Went to Space Aliens. Yes.
And then
6th,
we
were fishing at the lake.
And then Dalton went on a trip.
I did.
Well, I have that.
That was fun.
You want to tell us about your trip?
Bow hunting in the Badlands. Bow hunting. Lots of fun. Definitely going to do that every year.
About the same time?
Mm-hmm. All depends.
Just so I can mentally prepare myself?
Just all depends on what's going on with everything else.
I celebrated my birthday, which was fun. My classroom was decorated by a bunch of middle schoolers, so that was very cool. Celebrated a lot of homecoming type stuff. And then Beckon officially started preschool on September 30th, was his official first day. It is real big kid preschool. And then I also have x-ray photos of Jay's hand being better.
Oh, that's good.
And then we kicked off in October our life group starting back up, where we meet with a bunch of church families together, and we have 40-some people in our house, and it's fabulous, and I love it, and it's great.
And I'm combining soybeans.
And then boom, just like that, all of the sports and things start up again. All the volleyball and basketball and all the fall fun. I like fall. I used to hate fall. And
Fall's my favorite.
fall's starting to turn on me a little bit. I enjoy the start of routine again after, wild summer. And then my famous pumpkin that I carved a 6-7 out of. That was cool. Celebrated more birthdays, had some Halloween fun. Oldest turned 14. So we had that birthday to celebrate in there. And that takes me to the middle of November.
What? I'm only in October still. Duck hunting,
We
chopping
always celebrate
corn.
her birthday because it's always over
I
Thanksgiving.
shot a really
so we always
nice
celebrate it
Drake
early.
widgeon. That thing was pretty.
And then I went on another trip.
Ducks.
This is what I mean when you think about it and you're like, man, I didn't do much. No, actually, we did a heck of a lot of stuff. We got things done.
More kittens. Combining corn on October 22nd.
Corn harvest. That was a.
That was a hoot.
That's not the word I was going to use.
Yeah.
I'm into the middle of November. Are you good now?
No.
It was the harvest that never ended. Why did it?
Because
Tell me about it.
sunflowers were in the mix and switched back and forth twice.
Isn't
and
that
we had
how it
a
is
lot.
always?
We had a lot of corn. A lot of corn. And
I
only
just
one
feel like
corn
this
header.
year was very wow compared to other years.
Okay, I'm in the first week in November.
On November 15th, my immediate family and I take a trip to Ohio to watch my cousin get married. Photographed that, so it was kind of like a work trip, and we have a podcast all about that because that trip was wow. There was a lot of wild things going on during the government shutdown and all that for that
We
trip.
finished combining corn on November 16th. So that wasn't that long.
Yeah. Okay.
Not quite a month.
That brings me to the end of November, and we're already, gosh, it just feels like, wow, we're already getting Christmas trees. Getting Christmas trees, decorating for Christmas, celebrating Thanksgiving.
Bought a 4-wheeler.
That must have been about the time that our hired men left to go back home.
Because
There's some pictures of
the supper and playing cornhole. Throwing
axe
axes.
throwing.
Yes.
Axe throwing. And then I don't know if my traditions, in the Christmas traditions, talked about how my aunt comes over every year to help us decorate our tree because that's what I did when I was little. And then did we celebrate Thanksgiving late? No, I'm confused. What are we celebrating
November
here?
29th.
Or are these pictures I just downloaded later on? I bet you these are pictures I just downloaded. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Why is Thanksgiving in December?
It was November 29th.
I think that's just when I was downloading.
It was November 29th when
Okay,
we
thanks.
celebrated Thanksgiving with
And then
my family.
I don't know if we talked about this. Did we talk about this? Little stinker pants boy
No, I
went
don't think
to
we talked about
the
that.
emergency. I was going to say, he took his first trip to the emergency room too, but no, he did not. This was his second trip to the emergency
What
room.
was the first?
His breathing.
His breathing.
Yeah, that was actually pretty scary. But he ended up being fine. We think I don't know. I wasn't there. Do you really think he dislocated his arm?
Something was definitely not right. For 1,000,000%.
It even didn't look right.
He couldn't move. The way that he was posturing himself was not something that a 5-year-old could fake.
Yeah.
And he was scared and couldn't move. And if he tried, he screamed.
So we think maybe his shoulder got popped out of place and then somehow it got put back into place. Either
I carried him in a different position and he screamed on the way in.
On the way into what?
The hospital.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't even think he was crying when you guys entered.
Yeah, he was crying when we entered. And that's got to be when it went in.
Because does it hurt when it goes back in?
Yes.
I've never actually seen that happen. It grosses me out when I see that happening. But yeah. So apparently we've had our fair share of hospital.
This was on the 8th.
Oh yeah, when he when he biffed it in the that's funny. And then of course we start like the whole rounds again of Christmas concerts and programs, and then my sister, my mom, and some other family women of ours went to Cows and Co Creamery. If you've never been there in Carrington, you need to go there. That was fun. They had their little like Christmas celebration, Christmas party. Had some more fun stuff with our life group friends. Yeah. Then that brings us to the end of or mid December. We went to our annual baking day when we ended up staying in Jamestown, going to some water slides, letting the cousins play, meeting up with family that we haven't seen for a long time. So all that was good. That was
I started fishing.
fun baking day. And then that brings us to Christmas, which we are going to talk about our Christmas break and our vacation and all of that on another episode. We're not going to talk about it on this episode. But I think everybody knows this. I am a memory maker, or maybe not a memory maker. I'm a memory keeper. I like to do all of the things that help keep the memories. I love the photo books. I love the home videos. I love scrolling back through and looking and seeing how things changed and what was different. And because I think sometimes we get so caught up in the day to day that, like, if you're having a really bad day one day and you're like, oh, life's just terrible. This is terrible. This is bad. This is like when you get to look back on a whole 365 days in such a short window and you get to see all of the good all at once, it's like, you know what? Life's pretty amazing. It's
Yep.
pretty spectacular. And see all of the things that, and you're like, gosh, I just didn't do anything, or I didn't achieve the goals that I wanted, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that. You look back and be like, wow, we actually did a lot of stuff. Like, we actually created a lot of memories and we created a lot of life and we lived life loudly. I mean, hence the name of
We
the
did
show.
lots.
If you're, I'm not a New Year's resolution person just because I feel like if there's a habit or something that you really want to change about your life, you should do it immediately. You should not wait till January 1st to start a new goal or to start a new habit. You should do it right now. No matter what day it is. And I'm more on habit changing rather than resolutions. I feel like resolutions are ideas, but habits are the actions behind them. So, like, if you're looking back on the last year and there is something specifically that you want to change or want to do a little bit differently, I think it's important to talk about what habits or things do I physically need to act on, actions I physically need to do in my day to day in order to achieve whatever goal that is. Speaking of, do you have any actions or goals or things that you want to do differently? I'll tell you mine. I've already got them.
You just got the mic, hon. Go right ahead.
And this is something I did way before the first, but like kind of delegating time differently. So like I've been shifting gears in some of my like roles and things I'm in charge of, trying to delegate certain things to other people. Try to start doing some more community stuff. So like we've been playing basketball with a group of people. We've been talking about starting archery league, or not archery league. We used to
Cornhole.
do our archery league.
Cornhole.
League.
I miss archery league.
Yeah, like kind of like do some other, be a part of some other things, some different things together, things that we can do together.
We learned how to play two-handed pinochle.
We learned how to play two-handed pinochle. Yeah, I feel like one of the big goals that we had was to get out of the country and to travel because we'd never done that before. So that was a big check mark off the bucket list. But now I'm ready for the rest of this winter just to be chill and hang out.
It will be chill.
But if anybody has, I don't know if you want to call them resolutions or challenges, or some people do words of the year or habit changes. If you have some that you know that you're doing, if you could like throw them in the comments, just because I think some people's good ideas inspire others to do different things. So yeah, I think that'd be cool. Now that I interrupted you, is there anything else that you would like to add of things that you would like to do? That's why I love to talk about dreaming. Any dreams you have for 2026?
I don't know. Never thought about it.
That's why I'm asking you to think
I
about
want to
it.
go to the Badlands again. I want to duck hunt more than 4 times.
You only duck hunted 4 times, huh?
Yep.
Why?
Was busy. Didn't get to hunt the migration once.
It was a wild fall, wasn't it? Well, I hope we get to do that.
I hope I get to shoot a deer. I didn't get to shoot a deer this year.
Yeah, that too. Maybe even in the Badlands.
That would be fun.
And then we'll start our next, after Dalton recoups from this last trip, we'll talk about our
Oh,
next
boy.
big. Thanks for listening to our year review. I hope that you can sit down with your family and go through some of the things. Hopefully this week or next week, I'll be throwing together our 2005 home video. So I'll probably post about that on how I do that because some people have asked. And yeah, just keep reflecting on where you've been so you can dream about where you're going.
Perfect.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.